lovelies, it's Katrina White and today's video is going to be about ColourPop cosmetics. Ta-da! ColourPop cosmetics have been all around YouTube and a lot of YouTubers have reviewed them, and I think I am the only person on YouTube who isn't about to tell you how much I'm absolutely in love with them and think they're the coolest thing ever. Don't quote me on that, I don't know, other people may have similar feelings, but so far I have only watched absolutely over-the-moon positive reviews, and I don't feel that way, so if you would like to know how I feel, please keep watching. I tried to film an unboxing of my ColourPop order a little while ago, and I really didn't like how the whole footage came out. The video left something to be desired, and so this is going to be sort of a review and swatches. Let's just get into talking about the actual products. I got two eyeshadows from them. These are the two eyeshadows. The colors of the eyeshadows that I purchased were Bubbly and Amaze. This is Bubbly. Here, I will open the little packaging so you can see. It is just a really nice sort of baby pink, sparkly. And then this is Amaze. Amaze is described as a rose gold, although it comes off a little bit coppery in some lights. Also sparkly. Let me swatch for you what each of those eyeshadows looks like. These are sort of cream-based formulas, so they're very smooth and silky to touch. Let me just do this right here on my hand. I don't know how well you can see because it's really picking up the light. But you can see it's very shimmery, sparkly. I really love the color, like looking at it. I think this is so gorgeous and so perfect for me. We all know I love sparkly pink things. And then that was Bubbly, in case I didn't say that. And then this is Amaze. This one right here. And we'll swatch that right there. That's Amaze. Again, I think they're absolutely gorgeous colors, super sparkly. They're the most sparkly I've ever seen in an eyeshadow. I don't even think all the sparkles is really picking up on camera. They are just absolutely like a fairy threw up in your eyeshadow. I mean, that sounds gross, but really they are like unicorn fairy dust sparkles. And it's really gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. But I don't really like them in the formula. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a huge fan of cream or gel or any sort of non-powder eyeshadows. So, you know, if you love cream eyeshadows, then you might really love these. Personally, I don't tend to like those as much. They don't work very well on my eyes. My eyes tend to crease for cream shadows, and my eyes crease for these shadows. Now, I'm the only person I know who has this problem. Every other review I've watched says that the shadows do not crease at all. They said that their shadows lasted all day long. My shadows lasted a couple hours and creased. They creased whether I used eye primer or whether I didn't use eye primer. Really, they creased whether I used powder, they creased if I didn't use powder. No matter what I did, I couldn't get them to stay looking pretty on my eyes. So for me, they weren't really great. The other problem I have with these is it was like glitter exploded on my face, which might not really be a problem depending on how you feel about glitter. I tend to like sparkly things, but I don't really want to be a Twilight vampire. So I didn't know a cream shadow could have fallout. I don't know how it falls. It's cream, but I definitely got glitter under my eyes almost immediately from using these shadows. And just sort of worse throughout the day, I had like glitter raccoon eyes. Not that the color moved, but the glitter moved. So it really, for me, these shadows did not perform very well at all. I love the colors. I think the colors are just absolutely gorgeous, but I just can't stand the formula. I don't reach for these shadows very often because really, they're only going to look good for a couple minutes on my face because they will start having glitter explosion almost immediately and they will crease a few hours later. So for me, I do not recommend the shadows at all. However, I tend to have a little bit oilier eyelids and I don't like cream shadows, so if you really like cream shadows, you might love these because everyone else in the world seems to love these. Moving on from the shadows, I'm going to talk to you about the Lippie sticks. I purchased 5 of their Lippie sticks, and again, I don't know if I mentioned this, but all of the ColourPop cosmetic products are only $5, so they're a very reasonable price. I purchased a whole array of colors so that I could sort of test out. ColourPop lipsticks come in 3 finishes. They come in a satin, a matte, and a glossy. I only have the satin and the matte because I had already heard from reviewers that the glossy bled a lot, so I tended to stay away from those. So the first thing you notice about the lipsticks, other than their adorable packaging, is the way they smell. To me, they smell a little waxy or plasticky. You can smell it in the tube, and you can smell it on your lips when you put them on. Now, after a while, you sort of don't notice the smell. I don't know if that's because it goes away or if you get used to it, but I wasn't a fan of the smell, but I wouldn't say it completely deterred me from wearing them, and if you're not sensitive to smells, you might not even notice. I'm highly sensitive. The lipsticks themselves had very good lasting power. They were able to stay on while I ate. Well, actually I didn't eat in all of them, but I ate in at least one of them, and I'm going to assume that the others would have the same lasting power as the one I ate in. Although my problem is they did bleed a tiny bit. Now, I didn't get the matching lip liners, and if I had, that might have fixed the problem, but personally, I don't really want my lipstick to bleed, and I don't really think I should have to buy an additional lip liner to make it not bleed. I do think they are good quality for their price, but I am much more likely to reach for a slightly more expensive lipstick. I'm willing to pay a little bit more to have a little higher quality. So I think these are great if you want to try out a lot of fun, crazy colors, because they do come in a lot of fun, crazy colors, but personally, they're not my favorite lipstick. So the colors that I have, this is Frida. Frida is a sort of pinky nude, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. This is Frida. Please excuse the messy application. I was wearing lipstick before that I took off, and now I am wearing the color Frida. Frida is a great everyday color, and Frida is a satin finish. I also got the color Scandi. Scandi is a very hot pink. Scandi doesn't actually look fabulous on me, but I like the color. This one here. This is the color Scandi. I got a color called Leather, which is matte finish. And this is dark purple. This is the color Leather. I also got their color Bull Chick, which is a matte finish, and it's a black lipstick. I know black is not an everyday color, but they're inexpensive lipsticks, and I wanted to have a nice black in my collection because I had to get rid of a black that I had from the drugstore from a million years ago. This is Bull Chick, and for a matte, it's actually really satiny. This is the color Bull Chick, and if I were actually wearing this in public, I would definitely do more touch-ups, but this is just a swatch. And then the last color I have is called Raw, and that is a satin finish. Again, not a color you would wear every single day, but it was a fun color that I wanted to have in my collection for photo shoots and stuff. And this is Raw. This is the color Raw, and I think it might look better with a lip primer, like a white primer underneath. It's a little patchy. I hope the swatches helped you in color picking if you're choosing to order with them. Overall, I do think they're good products, but I personally would rather spend a little bit more money and get a little bit higher quality. I do like that all of their products are made in the USA, and I believe they are vegan and cruelty-free, but you will have to read their website to make for sure. I'm not 100% positive on that. None of their Lippie sticks contain any parabens or sulfates. They're very natural. I don't know if they're like 100% natural, but they have mostly natural ingredients. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for videos every single week. Bye!